Hello everyone, Sheek here with another Transformers review, and today I will be reviewing Transformers Headmaster Autobot Brainstorm. And as you can see, here he is in his packaging. As you can see, G1 Takara cartoon Headmasters for sure. Not sure about the G1 cartoon because I know that other versions have a faceplate. As you can see, he also kind of looks like, in his vehicle mode, looks like a little bit of a retooling of Titans Return Blurr, which is kind of why I was originally hesitant to get him back when he came out in Titans Return, because I already have Generations or Universe Brainstorm. As you can see, same, backdrop, battle scene, product shots, barcode, product shot, and his function is biomechanical engineer. The strongest tyrant cannot crush freedom of thought. So full of ideas, he often begins disclosing a new one before he finishes explaining an old one. Sounds a lot like Wheeljack, too. I mean, I'm sure they both get along very well. Okay, let's go ahead and open them up. Okay, so, warning, don't eat anything in this. Instruction booklet. G1 style. And I'm probably going to have to actually look at this one because I have not had this version specifically. Okay, so let's go ahead and get him out. Snippity snip. 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 And I do believe that's it. Okay. There we are. Go ahead and pop out that and pop that out. Let's go ahead and clear off these straps. Okay. As you can see, here he is in his jet mode. That looks suspiciously like a hover car too. Come on. Open up, open up, open up. There we are. And then go ahead and put Brainstorm in his cockpit after I go ahead and show you Brainstorm. Well, in this case, Autobot Arcana. Anyway, but I'll just call him Brainstorm. He has a blue head with yellow painted visor and face, although the yellow, I'm pretty sure it's just the same color, but it looks slightly different on the visor, but then that might just be me. Blue for the molded blue plastic for the rest of him, gray for his torso, and then for the head, we have yellow paint for the face, blue for the eyes, and then white for the rest of his head. Let's go ahead and, like I said, go ahead and get him in there. Go ahead. Oh dear. Come on, sit better. There we are. And there he is, all sealed up in his spaceship. One thing that kind of irks me is that on this version, from what I can tell, the guns do not come off. They do not come off. They're just molded in. So that's a little bit annoying because on the Generations one, they can be removed and held in his hands. And then he comes with this little blue blaster, which is a cool, simple but cool design. Of course, in blue plastic, and looks like it goes on underneath here like that, and now he has 3 blasters on the front. And for comparison, we have Generations Voyager Brainstorm, somewhat more stylized. I think more to look more like the IDW Brainstorm, not as G1-y. Like I said, definitely more stylized. And let's go ahead and get Brainstorm here transformed. Alright, so to transform him, yes, like I suspected, it is very much like Titans Return Blurr. And as much as I hate to say it, it really kind of does look like a car masquerading as a spaceship. I mean, if you just were to say flatten this out a little bit more, cut that off, and pretty much looks like a car. I mean, a little too boxy for a spaceship, but oh well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, take off the gun. Of course, you want to take out Brainstorm. from Sharon Sector. Flip up the cockpit seat. Flip that down. Flip this back, and you'll probably just want to go ahead and lift this off right here. Nothing you might want to be careful of that I realized is that this wheel is not on here very well. Like, it's not a pin holding it in. It's just it came off when I was transforming him earlier. So definitely want to be careful with that if you get this figure. Might have been a problem on the Titans Returns Brainstorm as well. You want to go, and also you want to go ahead and rotate those up, tab the shoulders in, and you pretty much got the arms done. Just want to flip the covers back like that, and that got the arms done. And if you want to, more personal preference, you can flip these back, or you can keep them flipped forward. That's up to you. Next thing to do is to open this up like that. Well, it might be better to see from this side, but you flip this open, and you flip down his legs like that. Flip in the fin on that side, close up, bring down the feet, and there you have his body in his robot configuration. You can go ahead and place his spaceship nose on his arm like this, like a shield, sort of like, well, Titans Returns Blurr and G1 Blurr. And then, of course, you can give him his gun. And I find it funny that I'm doing this all before I've even put his head on. Go ahead and get his Headmaster ready. And go ahead and plug him in. And there we go. There he is in his robot mode. Let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. Of course, like the others, head full 360, up and down, wiggly waggly. Arms full 360. You go up that far before his shoulders start hitting his head. The arms, take that off, can only bend at 90 degrees, no further than that. Can't go back. Bicep rotation. No, he does have hand rotation, but they don't do anything else. Covers cover them up for transformation. He does have a hip rotation, which is nice and stiff on my figure. He can do the full splits, if his arms don't get in the way. You can go forward that far, back that far, and his knees can go a little past 90 degrees, a little bit forward, but not much. And he does not have any ankle tiltage, but you can move this up if you wanted to. And that's it for articulation. One gripe that I have about this figure is that this doesn't cover up as much, so you can kind of see how hollow his chest is. It'd be nice if it had like the stats thing in there, but then again, a lot of the Titans Returns figures didn't have that. But as far as details concerned on this figure, he has, I don't know how much compared to the Titans Return Brainstorm, but I'm assuming that it is quite a bit more. He does have the tail fins. They don't move, obviously. But like on the original toy and the Generations version, and they're painted with like stickers. Same with on his shins. He has painted on stickers, which is really nice with, the silver, black, red. Makes it really pop. But yeah, Brainstorm is definitely a favorite character of mine. Initially from like IDW, and then later on the Headmasters cartoon, which is the main reason why I got this figure. And then I'll go ahead and show you the Generations Brainstorm. And here he is. Oh boy, he is significantly taller, but to be fair, he is Voyager class. As you might have noticed, he does have some non-standard inking on him, which I did myself a while back. Haven't quite finished, as you might have noticed, but he is significantly larger and definitely more stylized after the IDW version. And as you might notice, his head is also really loose, neck. Might need to do something to tighten that up. But he definitely looks more like he turns into a jet a little bit more than he does, especially in his jet mode, spaceship mode. And he also has the detachable guns. That's what his guns are. And although he does have an empty cockpit, and it does flip down when you press the button, like that, it reveals his stats, which is really cool, but it's still pretty much an empty cockpit. Well, there we have the Transformers Headmasters sort of revamp of Titans Returns Brainstorm. If you like what you've seen and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. And until next time, have a good one, everyone.